Hello world, what's up? It's Drea Jackson and welcome to Drea Vibes. And today I'm vibing with Hennessy. What's up, Hennessy?
Mr. Man, her man, King Riz. Thank you for having me on Drea Vibes. It's great to be here.
You're welcome. How you feeling today?
I'm feeling amazing. Seeing you in the flesh, seeing you finally bring this to real life.
Yeah.
I feel great.
Well, thank you. I have you here today, obviously, because you know my dreams, you know my purpose, and you know everything about why I'm doing this. And I want the world to know that too before I introduce my first episode to the world. So he's going to be talking me through some things, and I'm going to be revealing everything about me and myself and Drea Vibes.
It's about to get heaty, spicy. Oh. We all know who Drea Jackson is. If you don't, you're a little bit late, but you will find out very soon, I promise. All right. So,
Damn.
What inspired you to start Drea Vibes years back? I know you've been after this for a long time, but how has your vision changed into the version it is today from what it originally began as?
Yeah, so for the first part, I was inspired when I first found SoundCloud and found a whole like catalog and pretty much plethora of music I'd never heard before, and I was super excited to introduce my friends, introduce the world, and also Instagram had just kind of came out around that time.
Yeah.
So I was posting like the cover art on Instagram, and then I realized that I needed a platform for myself, like my own DreaVibes.com. So I started DreaVibes.com, and I would like take the playlist that I was making, and I would write about each song and why I put that song on the playlist, and I would have blog posts every week, bi-weekly, whatever cadence I set. And then at some point I realized that I wanted to start talking to people about what it was. And then I started to create content around playlisting, around my take on music and different shows like Insecure in Atlanta. Shout out to the A. They adopted me. And then I realized that I really could do this, and I wanted to talk to artists about why they make music and any and everything that shapes their taste and sound.
Word. Bet. Bet. So
He gets lost looking at me, y'all.
I really do. They gonna see. So if you had 3 words to describe Drea Vibes, what would those 3 words be and why?
3 words would be therapeutic, nostalgic, and spiritual.
Hmm.
Why? Okay, I gotta say why. Why therapeutic? Because there's something really therapeutic about reflecting on music in a way that helps you like tie it back to emotions, or reflecting on your emotions in a way that helps you tie it back to music or certain songs, certain things that happen to you around certain times. Spiritual, because the spiritual part of that is that sometimes there's something you can't really feel. You just kind of feel it sitting in you, but you can't really describe, or you can't really put words to, or you can't really even put a sound to until you hear it. So a lot of my favorite tracks are literally my favorite tracks because it told me something about myself that I couldn't figure out on my own. And then nostalgic, because a lot of times when you get back, or when you go into that, you know, therapeutic side of things, you're usually reflecting on things in the past, or things that have made you, events or things that have made you who you are. And most of the times, like going back and listening to music from 2016, 2004, okay. I don't know why I made that voice. It's therapeutic, it's spiritual, and it's nostalgic.
Love that. Love that. So we've talked a lot about the show Drea Vibes. I've seen a lot of the behind the scenes and the work you put into it, but what separates Drea Vibes from like your typical show, your typical podcast? What is the unique angle that Drea Vibes brings that these other shows might not be bringing?
I think the first point that's unique is literally just me. Like, I'm Drea Jackson. There's only one of me.
Agreed.
And I will say that when I am talking to artists and guests on my show, it's me, the camera, and them. And when I'm speaking from here, my inner voice, my inner child sometimes maybe, or just my own intuition. And what I want to know about artists is coming from the intuition, because low-key, not even low-key, high-key, I wish I would have been an artist, or I wish I would have actually took that leap for myself. And so the curiosity that I have, the angle that I'm approaching conversations from is from like, tell me why you did it that way, because I wish I understood how to connect that to something that would have had me take that leap on my own. I do think that if I would have found SoundCloud when I was 13 instead of 21, I probably would have been an artist. And I spent a lot of time when I was younger in the church praise dancing and singing in the choir. I played the flute in the band for about 4 years, was first chair, by the way. And I am very musically inclined. So I already have a skill set. I just love to talk to artists from my perspective and understanding that skill set from a technical angle.
So, when someone watches or listens to an episode of Drea Vibes, what do you want them to feel, think? Like, what's the main takeaway you want them to have after an episode of Drea Vibes?
Well, to be honest, I want you to get to know an artist through their relationship with music. So when I'm asking questions or playing these games or using these little discussion prompts, it's because I want them to reveal, without me asking, right? But I want them to reveal what music they associate with certain emotions or with certain influences or with certain points in their life, or just with certain themes that they either want to explore and experiment on their own versus things that and trends that have been set for them that they may have been influenced by. I use music in a lot of different ways, but one of the most powerful and profound ways that I found myself using music is through visioning and basically creating my own vision boards through sound. So I have whole playlists and certain songs that I go to this day still in order to bring myself into a spirit that feels like I can accomplish that task or that challenge that is at hand that day or the next day or something I'm working on giving birth to hypothetically.
Perfect.
Like this show. I actually have a whole playlist that I manifested this show through. It's called The Andrea.
I think I've been to a restaurant called that before.
Mm-hmm. You took the photo. That's the cover art of it.
Oh, that's hard. Fix your chain. Shit's all the way in your shoulder.
He hates for my chain.
That show's in your shoulder for real though.
This the charm?
Yeah, the charm. You're good. The chain itself is good.
Okay.
Bend
Okay.
All right. Who is Drea Jackson, number one? And what is Drea Vibes?
Who is Drea Jackson? Okay, well, Drea Jackson is an individual who's rooted in her love and passion for music and more so just sound in general. She spent a lot of her years wanting to be in music and wanting to make her own music, but ended up working in the music industry from an executive point of view or executive standpoint. Currently at one of your favorite streaming platforms, and I specialize in music industry relations, liaising talent to the platform and making sure that the right opportunities and the right marketing is behind some of the dopest artists and cultural moments of the day. And then outside of that, I just really love talking to people about music. Like, one of the things that also inspired me to take the leap with this show was when there were a lot of changes going on in my current company, and someone asked me, like, if something happened today, what part of this job would you do for free? And I said, interviewing artists all day and talking to artists. So that is why I'm here, and I think that's why I really have a unique POV with what I do, because I'm here to inspire you all to keep doing the things that you're doing and creating the content that you're creating, as opposed to, milking out the clout of it for my own image. And while I have built an image of myself and a brand of myself, I hope that brand expands through this show.
So when you say expands through this show, and you hope the brand, flourishes from here, what does the future of Drea Vibes look like to you?
The future of Drea Vibes looks like a space. It's a place, really. Like, it's everything that puts me in like a spiritual element. Now, music obviously being one of them, but fitness being one as well. And then also wellness. But when I say wellness, I mean like spa treatments and things like that. So, on my musical vision board, I do have a facility one day that will have a gym, that'll have a spa, and that'll have a content room and content center, I guess, for other people to rent out. And it'll all be centered around Drea Vibes. Now, mind you can create your own content, but when you walk in that place, it's going to be inspiring musically, spiritually. I guess I can't say scently because that's not a word, but like, the scent, everything, all the senses, every single sense will be invigorated when you walk into that space, and you will be inspired to create and expand your own creativity through the environment.
Killed it.
I'm having a lot of fun with this.
Killed it. What else I got?
All right.
We got like another minute or two.
Yeah, 2-3 more minutes.
Okay.
Okay, let me ask Hennessy some questions. So, Hennessy,
Ooh, what do we got?
what's a song that makes you think of me?
What is a song that makes me think of Andrea Jackson?
And don't say Gunna.
Nah, I ain't gonna say Gunna. Damn, I don't even know. I wanted to, but I don't even know what song I would say. That's just off rip, top of mind. I would have said Gunna. A song that reminds me of Andrea Jackson.
Not the government.
Government.
You said Andrea Jackson.
Oh, they be knowing. Damn, babe.
Okay, we're gonna skip that question.
Yeah,
because he's basically
gonna
trying
skip
not to
that.
say Gunna feature a thug.
No. I wasn't gonna say either of those, but now I've never been asked that question.
Well, welcome to Drea Vibes.
Damn, for real,
right.
y'all seen it in real time.
All right, well, I gotta ask you the age-old question that I always ask people. What's the first song you can recall hearing, Hennessy? Was it Haitian?
Yeah, it definitely was. Definitely some compa or definitely some compa type of vibes. My dad was always blasting that on the weekend while my mom was cleaning. So that for sure. I don't know.
Was he cleaning too?
Nah, the real Z's no. He wasn't cleaning. I like to clean though, so that's nothing to do with me. But probably something my sister was listening to. So
It's okay. Keep thinking, because we're gonna have this conversation again too. After you see me in action.
I'm really envisioning right now though.
Yeah.
Thinking. My sister's babysitting me, of course.
All right.
Sister's watching me.
Shout
It's
out to
some
Kachi.
sort of Tupac. She was knocking that for real. Dear Mama, probably.
Okay.
That's probably one of the first couple. I can't say specifically that, but it's in the top rotation that was probably being played at that time.
I'll take that. Okay, so outside of the influence that your sister had on you and that your family had on you, when was it that you finally heard a song through their influence and you were like, oh, let me go download that myself, or let me go listen to that myself. I'm adding that to my playlist, and then you ran it up.
That's a great question, but it wasn't through family.
Okay.
This was through sports, actually. So this was through sports. It's probably like 5th or 6th grade. And we're in the locker room. This is for Pee Wee football, but we would play like our Thanksgiving game at the local high school. So we're in the locker room, and the song that I heard, I want to say it was by Exhibit. No.
Really?
Who's We Ready? We Ready.
We
Y'all know what I'm talking
ready for ya.
Yeah, but whoever.
What was that? I think they're Googling over there.
That's probably like 07, 06. I don't know. Pee Wee football. I just remember being in the locker room like, yeah, I'm ready for real. Like, like that. Like I'm really ready. I got my drip on. I got my little visor. So, I definitely went home, put that shit. Who was it by? See, we don't remember him, but thank you, because that's a core memory of mine. I said Exhibit.
Him. God damn. Bubba Sparks.
Bubba Sparks.
Yeah.
Bubba. Shout out to Bubba too.
Yeah.
But yeah, I definitely went home, got that shit on LimeWire, and had it on my little, I think it was an iPod Shuffle.
What else would you download from LimeWire?
iPod. That's it. That's it. I was crashing the family computer though, and they had no clue what was going on, but it was definitely me downloading all Wayne, literally everything Wayne. He was on that run during that time. So yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much for sitting with me today and talking me through Drea Vibes.
It's been a pleasure.
You have a little homework to do, because you have to really figure out those songs that make you think of me.
Yeah, I'll be prepared. That'll be easy. Honestly, I just gotta look through my playlist. I probably could have went through recently played, and I would have had a lot of like, oh, this one. But for the sake of time today, y'all, I'll have to come back some other time. We'll definitely.
He will be back. He will definitely be back. All right, y'all. Peace out. Bye.